Good afternoon, Niles, and thanks for tuning in today to watch this week's episode of Niles Voice of Business. This live stream features interviews with local business owners and professionals to provide resources and insights for the businesses and community of Niles. Today, Maggie Nessim, owner of Fowler Insurance, joins us. Welcome, Maggie.
Thank you, Alicia. It's great to be here. Thank you for asking me to come.
Thanks for being with us. So let's start out with you telling us a little bit about yourself and how you got started in insurance.
Okay, well, so I grew up in Rogers Park, and I didn't grow up thinking I want to be an insurance agent. That's really not something that many agents, it doesn't happen. So when I graduated, I really didn't know what I was going to do. So my girlfriend had gotten a job at Washington National. I don't know if you remember that company in Evanston. They were pretty big. And so I decided to apply for a job, and I got it. And it worked out great. It was a great fit. And then a couple of years later, I moved to Florida, and I got a job selling mobile home insurance. And I had to be licensed. So I got my license. I was 20 years old, and then started my career as an insurance agent. So I worked for many companies, and then came back to Chicago. And then, so, that's how I got my start.
Okay. So now you own Fowler Insurance, though. How did we get there?
Yeah. So when I was working downtown for many years, and I had my first child and decided to stay home. So then a few years later, I decided, you know what, I'm going to work part-time, and I want to find a place that's nearby. So, and I used to go to Target all the time for diapers and stuff. So and the Fowler agency was right next door to the Target. And I used to see it all the time. And so I said, you know what, I'm going to give them a call and see if they need help. So I did. And surprisingly, they needed someone. So I got the job right away. And Stephen Fowler and I had a really great working relationship. I was with him for over 8 years. And it was this is the sad part though. Stephen was diagnosed with cancer and lost the battle and passed away. And when the family really didn't want the business, so they offered it to me, and that's a really wonderful opportunity.
Yeah.
And so I'm very, very thankful. It's worked out great. I've more than doubled the business since I started. Wow. And, we have many, many products that we offer: auto, home insurance, health insurance, business insurance. And I write with many companies. We've got Hartford and MetLife and Erie, Progressive, AAA. So I do everything. And awesome. It's been great. I really enjoy it. I love working with the people in Niles, and it's been great.
And so I'm going to go back to the beginning of that, kind of a little lesson for people. If you're looking for a job, don't necessarily wait for that job posting, right? Go into the business and see if they're hiring.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Nice lesson there.
Yeah.
Could end up owning the business.
That was really a twist of fate.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So this last year has been crazy for everybody, right? You and I were talking about it a little bit before we started.
Yes.
What's been going on in the insurance industry?
Well, it's been very stable. So far, so good. We've had a little hiccups in the commercial side with and it's funny, with umbrella policies, big commercial umbrella policies. So that's where I've seen the problems. That pretty much doubled in price. And some things are hardening, but I'm seeing it mainly on the commercial end. But for auto and home insurance, auto rates have gone down. So things are good. It's been busy here. it's really been business as usual because most of our business is through phone or internet or email. So it really hasn't impacted us too much, thank God.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So what changes did you need to make to continue doing business during the current climate?
Well, I had to get used to this wonderful technology, and which was fine. I already had it in place, so we
Good.
did the Zoom meetings. We work remotely. We um, we do screen sharing, which is really nice. We
Mhm.
have all the safety measures in the office. We have plexiglass. We have sanitizers everywhere. You know, we do what we can, and but it hasn't been too much of a disruption.
And you guys are back in the office now, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
back in the office. You know, I do keep my door locked because I don't want people just walking in. So,
Sure.
but we are open. We have signs
Okay.
up saying that we're open. So,
Do you think you'll continue virtual meetings with clients once post COVID we're back to normal?
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And then also my employee works from home and I think that's gonna stay. And so and that's okay. We don't mind.
You know, that's interesting because we're hearing that from the smallest of companies to the largest of companies, that there's employees that will continue to work virtually or work virtually part-time, and that there's things we've learned during this pandemic that will stay in place. So it's really heartening to hear that even in the midst of a pandemic, we learned things that will make our businesses stronger.
Yeah, as long as the work gets done, that's all that matters.
Yeah. So what's the biggest mistake people make when it comes to insurance?
Biggest mistake. Well, I think the TV has given us the impression that the most important thing is price. And it really isn't. The most important thing is your coverage. And of course, you want a good price, but you want to make sure that you're getting good coverage. Because what good is your policy if it's not going to respond to your needs? It's
Yeah.
worthless. So um, just focus on value instead of price. Make sure you've got good coverages,
Okay.
and but that then another mistake that I see, and this may be the second biggest mistake, is thinking nothing is going to happen to them. This will never happen to me. I hear it all the time. My
Yeah.
house will never catch on fire.
Why would you think it would?
But yeah, that will never happen to me. So uh,
Yeah.
it happens, and when it does, you want to make sure you're protected.
Good point. You want to be protected. So how often should individuals or business owners review their insurance policies?
They should definitely review them every year with their agent.
Nope.
So you don't want to just get it, stick it in a drawer, file it away. That you want to take a look at, see what you're covered for. Things change, needs change, and you always want to be talking to your agent at least once a year to make sure that you're up to date. I have people coming to me and they show me their insurance, and they've been with the same company for 40 years, and their limits, or 30, whatever, and their limits are what they were originally got when they were 18 years old.
Oh my. Yeah, that would
So
not be right.
that's not a good thing. Like my best friend, she showed me her insurance, and I couldn't believe she had minimum liability coverage on her auto insurance.
Oh my.
So,
Yeah.
and the more wealth you have, the more things that you accumulate, the more protection you need.
So if somebody wanted to reach out to you, what is the best way to get in touch with you?
So, well, they can call us at 847-430-3342. They can go online and look at our website. And we've got a Facebook page. So,
Okay.
emails.
And can somebody bring you their policy from that they have with another company? Can they bring it to you to review for them?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And, it's always good to I don't want to say shop around, but have another set of eyes look at your insurance, because there's so many times where we find things that really should be updated.
Good point. Well, thank you, Maggie. So we are going to wrap it up, and we love to end with your favorite place to eat in Niles,
Oh, wow.
which is always the hardest question I ask, right?
That's really, really tough. But I have to say my favorite place is the Pasta di Art.
Ah, we love Pasta di Art as well.
Yes. Wonderful calamari. So it's a great
nice. They make a salad there. It's called tricolore salad that I have every time I go. That's just amazing.
Yeah.
All right, Maggie, thank you so much. And Niles, we will see you next week.
Thank you so much for having me. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.